Hey guys, it's November 5th here. It's Iowa's opener for trapping season. Me and the boy went out and I didn't like my intro, so I'm redoing it here. But me and the boy went out and put out a few coyote sets, a few beaver sets on a levee road that I have water drainage system that I have a contract with to catch critters for them. Mostly beaver, muskrat, and otter. Not otter, but badger. I think there's an otter on there. You'll see a little bit of that when we get to it. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at. I went deer hunting this morning. Didn't see nothing. Ended up running into a few. By running in, I mean they ran into me. Ended up getting pushed out by some squirrel hunters. And I'm pretty gun shy, especially when people are just John Wayneing it out there into the woods. You know, they're not shooting like I've seen some guys backstops and they don't really concentrate on stuff like that. I don't like it, so left a little bit earlier. I was planning on pulling in all day or in there. I'd seen a pretty good buck in there last night, and was trying to hopefully catch him, cut him off on his way to his bedroom, but. It is what it is. I ended up coming out of the woods by 10 o'clock. Seen two does at around probably 8:30. But now I'm at home, firing up the grill. Getting ready to put some deer steaks. Going to steak and taters tonight. But yeah, that's what we got going on. The boy and I probably got, I want to say probably 8 coyote sets in on it's the same mile stretch, so anything running down that side of the levee we got really good odds of catching it. And there's fresh tracks, you'll see that in the videos. But we ended up running I think 3 or 4 beaver sets, and then yeah, some coon sets, and mostly the coon. I'm like I said, I don't target them, but I do like to keep them out of my coyote sets. So you'll see some of my boys setting a bunch of those. It gives him something to do. It keeps the kids entertained on the line. So trying to figure out what we're doing tomorrow. I know we got to check the line now, but I also want to go deer hunting. I think we'll see how I'm feeling. Right now I'm feeling like vegging out on the couch. It's been a rough couple days. Early morning, a lot of work in. I forgot the battery to my bike, so I ended up just walking in about half a mile, which it is what it is, but it's a lot harder than it used to be. So yeah, that's what we got going on. Hopefully we got some catches to show you guys tomorrow. If not, I might, if I don't go deer hunting in the morning, I'll definitely go at night. But then I'll take all morning to run the line and go put in a few more. I got probably still about 5 miles of this drainage to hit, and then there's a second drainage that ties into it. I'm going to try to get that, plus I'm probably going to run a few snares on a road line between those spots. And then I also have a chunk of I don't know, probably like 30, 40, maybe more acres of private ground with a pond on it that I'll try to get out and set traps. But you guys know the name of the game. A lot of it's just checking traps, and then we had about 3 hours worth of killing today, and we put in probably about a dozen sets or so. It takes a while to get back in the swing of things. That and dealing with some of the ground. Some of the ground's pretty hard in areas, and other areas it's super soft. So I'm gonna put in a little more rebar in the back of my truck just so I have it, and then yeah, and then I got plenty of cable stakes. But for all you guys out there that are just getting into trapping or thinking you want to try it out, I see a lot of questions being asked, and half of the questions that are asked can be found in your regulations. So number one rule when it comes to trapping is read your regulations. Cover yourself. It protects you. I mean, it's a hobby, something that makes us look bad if we break the stuff. I've done it. I read the regulations every year, and I still In the last 10 years, I got hit once because I forgot to pull a snare. I just didn't see it or whatever. For it's just one snare, and it cost me 110 bucks. So you don't want to mess up on that kind of stuff, guys. Yeah, so read your regulations, and the next tip, you'll see it in one of these videos, is number 2 is always set on sign. We're chasing coyotes right now, and obviously trying to get the beaver and the muskrats out of there, but I want to kind of see if I got any sign of muskrats before I get in there. There's just not a lot of vegetation, a lot of washout, so it's kind of tough to set on them. But yeah, we're gonna see. I think the muskrat line is just gonna have to wait until I get a chance to actually get in the water and start walking it down. It is pretty rocky soil in there. I might be able to do it, but we'll see. I'm not really pushing it too hard. I could always go in there and try to find it after it freezes a little bit, then trap through the ice on the rats. So we'll see. I'm not seeing a lot of badger sign on that run, which is good. It'd be nice because good money sitting there. But yeah, so we're gonna see what we get. Hopefully we got something, but enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Okay, guys, we're just running down this spillway creek thing here, drainage ditch. Only got one coyote set in so far. That first location nothing hit the bait station, so the boys just running down here to run a coon set. We're just catching every one of these runs, and then there's a parallel run that runs parallel to the creek. So he's just putting one on every one of these runs at the crossings. So this way, if they're going up and down or if they're going back and forth. So, but yeah, we're just using sweet feed corn and a little bit. He's got some peanut butter, some of that Jiffy's Natural. They had that recall on that for salmonella poisoning or whatever. Peanut butter. Raccoons don't get salmonella, so, or if they do, we don't care. They'll be dead shortly after the end of this. But yeah, so we're just using. Almost nutted him. Almost nutted him there. But yeah, it looks like there might be. We're thinking there's a beaver in here for sure, because up a little bit farther, there's a tight pinch, and they put a dam in there. Last year there wasn't one there, and I was surprised, but you can kind of see how the grass is knocked into the water over here. On the other side, I don't know if you could see it, but it's knocked in. I'm thinking stuff's coming in and out. I don't know if it's coons yet, but we're thinking there's an otter in here because there's a bunch of dead fish a little bit farther up. But we're going to finish going down this side and coming back up the other side and then see what we got. So there's just not a lot of sign. Yeah, and I brought some muskrat, some number 1s I was going to run for rats, but I just don't think that's something I'm going to save for a day when I could have maybe the boy come up here, drop me off upstream a little ways. I can go down and just bounce back and forth on either side and just hit a few spots, and then he could drive down and check the rest of the traps and meet me at the end. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Right now, like I said, we got the one coyote set in. I don't really want to go too crazy. We haven't seen a whole lot of coyote sign. And you should be alright. We'll catch them. Anything coming from there is going to go. But we're backed up against a pretty big wood lot over there. So I think all the coons are kind of weaseling their way through here and then coming down to water, or vice versa. They're out in the water and they're heading into back up into the hills. So we got a few tighter pinch points we're going to get into. So I'll start concentrating on coyotes. Right now I got the one down the road a little ways, and then Like I said, we just had rain a couple days ago, and my boy cut one set of coyote tracks coming down this 2-track. So, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna set many more coyote sets unless we really get into it. I know up a little bit farther there's a really good transition, and there's quite a bit of coyote crap up there when I put in the bait stations. But yeah, I'm out here in a mud flat and there's hardly any tracks. There is one set of dog tracks coming through here. There's one set of coyote tracks. I don't know if you guys can see that. So we might go about where he's at up there, and I might run another one. This is just too muddy, and this looks like the drainage. And until they get all these bales out of here, I don't really want to dick with that. And plus, this is kind of a low spot. As you can see, the water just hangs out right here. So I'll follow this guy's tracks back a little ways. Yeah. Figure out kind of where he dumped in at, and then it's kind of hard. Even though we got a lot of rain, it didn't soften up the ground any, because you could barely see that print there. I'm guessing he probably just ran the edge here. Which I believe I got permission on this stuff too. It's all owned by the same company. So that's what we're looking at right now. Like I said, I'm going to try to figure out where this coyote went to, how he came in and out of here, and then we're going to get something set up. I didn't bring any dry dirt. I don't think they're calling for any more moisture here the next few days. So I know we got a beaver dam up a little farther. We're going to try to hit that for some beef. Those ones I'm getting paid to trap. So yeah, at any rate, let you guys get back at it. You don't need to see me tracking a coyote. We're probably going to just run probably, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 sets for coon, and then probably 4, 5 for coyotes down this stretch. Just kind of see what we can get into. Now here's a question for you guys. There, I use quotes around that. Is because none of us are really professional. I know setting the 2-track, them coyotes are going to run it, but how many of you guys would set this low side? And then if you set this low side, would you set in the grass or out here in the ag? I think I'd set like right on this run here. Probably right here. And I could probably plug a snare right there. Right on the edge. Them coyotes are going to walk right down the edge of that thing. But I didn't bring any snares. So, yeah, let me know what you think, guys. What would you do? Would you set one there, or one on top? But then, do you set a coyote set on the other? They're following the edge. Looks like the boy found another trail he's setting while I'm bullshitting. So, yeah, I'll probably go up here right to that curve, set a coyote set. And then, yeah, see where the day takes us. We're going to keep going, kind of keep you posted. Just going to be a lot of this crap, and then tomorrow we'll be able to check, and I'll put in a few more sets. I'm going to try to get, still trying to do some deer hunting, but I don't know. Like I said, I might just shoot a doe and call it a season. You getting another one ready? But, yeah, the mess we call our truck. Got a little bit of everything. It really sucks when you're in the process of deer hunting and you still have all that shit in the back too. Limited on space, not really set up. I don't have any of my totes in storage yet, so. Alright guys. Well, he's gonna head out and set another one. And then, yeah, I'm gonna cut some steaks so we know where these are at. Because otherwise when I come and check them later on, I'll forget about them. So, I normally carry some flags, but we didn't bring them this time. Tomorrow when I come back and check, I'll flag them all. So, we'll, there should be we should have quite a few coons tomorrow. Most of that's just, one, I'm here. Two, he likes catching them. Gives him something to do. And three, it's content for you guys. Until the coyotes, I really start getting my coyote line in, which is going to take some time. Because this is just kind of like a hobby line here. I'm only going to run like I said, I don't think I'll have 24 coyote sets out max. I'll probably only have about a dozen coyote sets and probably more coon sets. Not too many because he only packed 16 today. But alright, well, we'll keep you guys in the loop. Alright. Okay, guys. Everybody says it. If you watched enough coyote trapping videos, rule number 1 is set on sign. Got quite a few coyote tracks coming through here. That one's coming up the hill. If I knew they were done driving around through here, I'd set right in the middle of all this. I still might. It might be worth the risk. But yeah, there's tracks there. There's tracks here. These are all fresh from the last couple of days. So I'm thinking is either that corn stalk there or the one by my bag there. Or I drill a hole and put one in, or I just do a dirt hole out in the middle of this. Just make a big mess. What's happening is you can kind of see up by my truck there. Somebody drove through here with a tractor or whatever. So I think that's what's causing them to wanting to come, and plus we're right on the bend. So we'll see. I want to set you guys up and maybe see if I can get you propped up so you can watch some of this. I don't know how good it's going to be. I don't have a nifty stand for you. Yeah, I think I'm going to use that. My bag, so right there, that corn stalk there, I'm going to use as backing. I think they're for the most part done baling this portion of it, so should be a good spot. And we just got another one down the levee about 100 yards, so I just don't have any in this field yet. I gotta try to figure out if we can get it high enough and dry enough. I mean, we are close enough to the hills to maybe even pick up a cat here. I mean, that'd be a lot of traveling for a cat. I'd like to be right up against the hills, but you just never know. Yeah, we're gonna get this going. I see a nice white rock over here. I'm probably just gonna do one out in this field and just do a dirt hole. So we'll see how it goes. I'm having trouble staking because this is really tight packed clay, and my cable stakes are just breaking. The Berkshires are just getting destroyed, and I even got some wolf fangs that are just shit. I mean, they're just not going in. So I'm back to rebar on these, even though I didn't want to use much, but they're holding really good, surprisingly. And I think it's that clay. Alright, let's get you set up. Oh, let's see what we can do here. Let's see, we got tracks there. Now let's stay out of the 2-track. So we'll come right here. It's not. Let me drill my dirt hole and then I'll get you guys set up here. And I can use my drill as a prop. Let's see, we want to be somewhere right here. You guys probably want to see this. And if I mess this up, sorry. Alright. Sorry about how shaky that was. Go a little further. Here's something else for you guys. How many of you guys use your drills to pre-prep your beds? So yeah, I just take my drill and right about where I'm going to keep where my trap's going to be. Open that up a little bit. Okay, now I can run this in. I think I got somewhere to sit and watch maybe. If all else fails, my boy's coming too. When you're done, you want to come film? Yeah. Eye appeal. And another one here. Plus. I think the farmer will appreciate having less rocks in his field. Alright, you guys see I got one good leg and one bad leg. You think I should be kneeling on a pad with my bad leg? I mean, it is just a plastic leg. Carbon, steel, and titanium. The last time I was in here, we were driving the field, or driving this levee, went and looked at down the road here a little ways. It looks like somebody parked their tractor there and had a little bit of a hydraulic leak, but it created a dark spot in this field. And my buddy, it caught both of our eyes, me and my buddy's eyes, as to what. We're like, what the hell is that? And upon further investigation, we found out it was a hydraulic leak. And he goes, man, what the heck? I was like, but think of it this way. It caught both of our eyes, you know? So we both seen it. We both caught both of our attentions. I'd say that ground's pretty tough. So, run my rebar in, and then I punch a little hole off to the side. That's for all my extra chain. Just in case you were wondering why I flipped the hammer around. The chain fits in there nice, gets out of the way, and then your trap's not really teeter-tottering on it. So almost messed up there. You guys see where I messed up at? I didn't test the anchoring. What's that? Now, I'm not using any dry dirt, just because I fully anticipate me having to come back and reset all this shit. But like I said, I got that little pocket. Makes a nice little pocket for the chain to go in. So you're not having that kind of crap happen. Got a little bit of play. I can get a lot of that out of here. Get some of our dry dirt, or soft dirt. This stuff will be good for packing. Just about there. But then you punch it and throw the whole thing on. Just about there. Okay. So I'd say that's pretty good. Get rid of some of them hard edges. Cable it up high so it can be seen for a little ways. So I'll take my drill, clean out my hole again. Know who that is. Half of you guys are his followers. You guys are kind enough to follow me now. But we're going to use some Stinky Babe by Trapper J. Put the lid back on. Predator. Shake that up first. It needs to come with instructions. Shake well before use. That's Trapper J. So this is going to be 100% a J spot here, buddy. There we go. Probably a little overkill, but there's a lot of coyote sign here. basically, guys, probably all you need to do. But I'm gonna put something in there. It'll look like nothing in here. All right. Now with this location, there's a good chance we pick up a badger. There's a lot of gophers down the way here, but we're gonna leave it just like that. I'm gonna try to clean up my mess on my way out. That should be good. We'll get up at the truck and see what it looks like from there. See, you guys can see kind of the visual appeal. Actually, I'll grab that from him and give him the bag. Carry that up for me. So, but we just come on out here a little ways. Say coyote just cruising the edge here, but big tear up area stands out a little bit. And I think early in the morning when the suns are coming up out of the east here, those rocks will kind of shine. So, like I said, set on sign. There's coyote tracks right there. So, I'm thinking they're mousing right along the edge. We might go up here on the road and put one on the high side. But, I don't know. I have a hard time setting too many just because.
Cat tracks.
No, those are dogs.
You sure?
Alright, so here we go. We just had... Alright. So he sees these tracks right here. The way you can tell if it's a cat or a dog is this right here. Let me see if I can find a better track for you to look at. How about this one? Because he's saying it's cat because of how round the toes are. But dogs, you can run an X through their pads and never touch. You guys kind of see how I did that? So you go first toe, second toe, and then it goes and it creates an X. Alright? Cats will have more toes up here in the pad. You can't run an X through their footprint. Does that make sense? That's how you tell the difference between coyote and cat tracks. Cat tracks will be more, and then there'll be like a big pad here. So cat tracks will be a little flatter. So never miss a chance to teach them while they're young. You could be sitting on cats and be like, all I'm catching are stupid coyotes. So, nope, hopefully we have a couple here. I mean, those tracks are only a couple days old, or yesterday. So they were in here last night. So, there's a chance. There's always a chance. Alright, guys. I'll keep moving on down the line. Try to find a badger now. And some beef. Yeah. So we seen this the other day. We were coming down here. Check this out. The beaver put in a new dam. That wasn't here last year. It was up farther. And then there was another one way down there past. There's a bridge, train bridge down there. But let me ask you guys' opinion. I think I got an otter in here. I could be wrong. Somebody's burning. But so obviously I know things die of natural causes. Like we got a fish there that's dead. We got 2 or 3 on the dam over there that are dead. Gotta keep my finger out so you guys could probably pick them up. And then all the way up through here, I mean, there's another one up there. Probably see that white spot in the water up there. There's another one. There's just dead fish everywhere. But what's got me thinking I have an otter is I've got these clams in deep water that are opened up. So I'm thinking otter. I also got what I think are some otter slides. We're putting some 220s on here. But this is obviously, I believe, a raccoon trail here. But I got a half-eaten fish here. I'm going to put a trap right in here, in this little drainage here. Probably catching them right when they're coming out of the water. I'll put a little bit of beaver caster in there, I don't know. I don't need to put any bait. There's plenty of dead fish laying around. So the boys up there grabbing me some more traps. But you gotta watch me fall in the creek. But For me, when I'm running these, I just lay on my belly and do them there. But there's just fish everywhere. There's another one there. That one looks like a big old catfish out there. That white dot right there. So, but okay. Well, I think I seen some muskrat down the way here. While I'm setting this trap, I'm gonna have him go look. If they are muskrats down there, probably run home, grab the 22, and then come back out here. Or I'll have to have it in the truck tomorrow. But I'll be on the lookout tomorrow, shooting everything. So, but all right, guys, I'm gonna get to setting this trap.